So the newcomers in this game, how do you simulate that environment when walking into?
Yeah, you don't. You can do noise machines. You can do anything you like. Obviously we were at Ohio State first game, and going into this environment like this, you don't simulate it. You just you rely on your habits. You rely on your system. Hopefully my voice will come back, so they'll be able to hear my calls. Maybe we'll have to have some. I gotta get one of those card things like football does and put up cards. But no, you don't simulate it. You just do what we do, and you rely on the veterans who've kind of been in those environments before.
Whether when you were at Northern or just growing up in the area, what were your thoughts kind of watching from close proximity to the rivalry?
Well, growing up in the area, all the great players that are a part of it, all the great coaches that have been a part of it, it was always a game you wanted to catch, you wanted to watch because the intensity of it and the familiarity of it and the fans, obviously the excitement level around it is something that wasn't lost on me growing up. And now to get a chance to be a part of it is certainly not lost on me either.
I know you had some, play pickup games with probably guys from both schools growing up. Did you ever any Xavier UC skirmishes in any of those pickup games? Statute of limitations.
Yeah. If walls could talk, yeah. There were some interesting battles.
What's your strategy in general on preparing for big rivalry games? Is it just like every other game, or do you feel like those are things that you have to treat differently and pump up and embrace the bigness of a rivalry?
Yeah, I don't think it's anything that you have to, over prepare for or, over communicate. I think along the lines of, we do what we do each and every day, but you also got to recognize the emotion that's involved in it as well. And, we always say emotion fades, passion sustains. So no matter how emotional you get, that's going to fade during the course of a 2-hour game. You're not going to sustain that for 40 minutes. So if you're going to rely on outside sources to get you excited or to take you out of what your thought process is, then you're probably in the wrong sport. And, we'll acknowledge that, and certainly for what it's worth. But at the same time, we got to go out and execute our game plan as they do too.
Is there any sign in the locker room that says how many days there are to the Crosstown Shootout each year?
There is a sign in the locker room, and it's how many days there are to Ohio State, to Drake, we update that each game. So it's not one more than the other, but we recognize it.
What, in your opinion, was the biggest rivalry, whether as a player or a coach, that you've been involved with previously?
Well, I wasn't on the sideline. Alabama-Auburn football was pretty big. I watched that from afar, but I would say, Alabama-Auburn probably, nothing to the extent of this, VCODU when I was coaching there. Obviously this is not to compare them, but this is as good a rivalry as there is in the country, in my opinion. Probably an undervalued rivalry nationally.
Why you said that?
I don't know. I would say, you heard about Duke, North Carolina, Louisville, Kentucky. I think Cincinnati Xavier's right up there with anybody.
Xavier had 29 second chance points last night against Green Bay. This is important in every game, but how much will you emphasize boxing out and crashing the boards, especially against a team like Xavier who has Najee Marshall?
Yeah, no, they're elite on the glass, and they're elite in a lot of areas. This is a really good basketball team. Travis has done a great job. They're extremely disciplined. It's a good defensive basketball team that I've seen in a while. We'll rely on our habits again. We do blockout drills every day. So are we going to do it in the game? Is our guards going to stay in and rebound? Or are they going to leak out and try to start in the break? When we grab rebounds, we're going to grab them and hold on to them. We're going to lose them. Those are things that matriculate over the course of a game. And the bottom line is our guys know what they have to do, and they just got to go execute it.
What's your relationship like with Travis? Do you know him fairly well?
Yeah, I've got to know him over the years. To a tremendous amount of respect for him. I think he's, I mentioned how good of a coach, really knowledgeable, smart guy, and then we've crossed paths quite a bit over the time of my being in the area and certainly in the profession.
I know you're focused on the game, but is there a recruiting aspect to all this? You've talked about wanting to recruit regionally and locally.
Well, I think Cincinnati and Xavier probably recruit against each other more right now than they ever have. And I don't know. I wasn't here before, but I know that we recruit against them a lot. So a lot of the kids that visit us visit them when they're on their unofficial visits. So, there's recruiting battles and there's battles on the court that when you're this close to each other and geographically that just work out over time.
Does it matter to recruits who wins a game like this, or is that?
I don't know. You have to ask them. I have no idea.
Any update on Jaren's?
Yeah, he will not practice today, and because he can't. So, I mean, you know, I'm not a doctor, but I'd say questionable right now. We'll see if he can do anything tomorrow, but I know he's out for today, and it's not because we're resting him.
Timetable on Jay.
I only have one. I had a 3 to 4 week timetable, and I know it hasn't been expedited. In fact, I think if anything, it's probably been pushed back a little bit potentially. I don't think he's recovering as quickly as we would have liked.
How much are you talked about kind of identifying roles as you've gotten past that 7-8 game mark? Where are you at in terms of rotations? Are you still tinkering with that? I know health plays into that.
Yeah, it'd be ideal if we didn't lose guys for half a game and, you know, full games and things like that. But you can't control injuries. There's the training staff, the coaching staff, the strength and conditioning staff. None of us can control injuries. So you have to go and you have to handle it. And you build your rotation over time. And you know, I mean, with our young guys. You know, I've been in this profession a long time, and guys that didn't play much in the beginning of the season all of a sudden are potential starters at the end of the season or high minutes guys. So it's a marathon. It's a process of making sure you get the best rotation you can. And it's also game to game at times. So if anything, we've shown we played a lot of guys during the course of trying to figure out where we want to go in terms of that rotation. And I feel more comfortable with it than I did 7 games ago. But you just never know where it'll take you.
What do you tell a young guy like Zach who might go from playing 20-plus minutes one night to 5 the next night?
I'll tell you exactly what I told him about an hour and a half ago in my office, was that, you know, I believe in you. We have a plan for you. There's some pretty talented players right now that are at your position as well, and they played really well in the Vermont game. So, you know, but you played 29 minutes in, what was it, the Valpo game. So stay locked in. Don't over-evaluate it. My trust in you's pretty deep, and make sure you show it in practice so it can matriculate into the game.
Trey, what do you say to these guys that are experiencing this game for the first time? Guys, since you're left one of them.
I mean, I'll just tell them, just stay poised, let everything come to them. Like, don't be, I mean, it's a big-time game, like a rivalry game, yeah, but just don't get caught up in hype. As soon as you get caught up in that, you'll lose focus of what we will be there for. So, I mean, just take it as another game and do whatever we got to do to win.
What's Coach Brannen's approach been in his first season? Someone kind of local but outside the rivalry. What's his approach been?
We really haven't spoke too much on the game. Like, you know, we was worrying about taking care of Vermont. So now we're going back to practice today. We're getting after it today, and then we'll see where his focus is. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna have the same focus as he had before. Do what we got to do offensively, defensively, and I mean, they're gonna be a good game. They're a great team. So I mean, do whatever we need to do to win. So pretty sure it'll be the same.
Trey, you said before that you tell the young guys to stay focused, but what is your method on staying focused and not buying into all the hype that surrounds this rivalry?
I mean, just continue to do what I been doing. Continue to try to lead, continue to try to be a leader. And myself, just use the things that I learned from the older players, being in a position like Gary, Kyle. Going back to Octavius. Just using the things I learned from them in big time games like this. So, not just getting beside myself, not trying to go out and do too much. Just keeping it simple and do the same thing that we did last year to win, and the same thing that we practice to win now.
The crowd's always going to be wild. Is there any benefit to being on the road in this game?
I mean, not quite. It's always going to be wild, yeah, but we got an older team, so I'm not too worried about the crowd, getting into no one's heads or not throwing us off our game or anything.
Chris obviously grew up in Kentucky, probably aware of the rivalry growing up, or what were your thoughts of it?
I think it's right up there with all the other great rivalries in college basketball, and it's going to be a great atmosphere over there, so I'm just something to look forward to playing in.
Because you kind of grew up close by, what do you say to the guys who maybe are from around here, who are new to it, who don't understand the history? Either of you had to explain that to them at all?
Not really. I think they understand the importance of the game, and at the same time, we just got to treat it like any other game, just prepare the same way, the same focus, and can't let all the outside hype get to us.
Have you been to the game as a visitor? Have you watched the game in person?
I've watched it, but I've never been to the game personally, no.
This is your 5th shootout. How would you describe the atmosphere compared to other games?
It's just way more rowdy. It's way more rowdy. The fans way more, uptight. Nah, seriously. But, not a bad thing, but and you could really see, we know we have a huge support system, but you could really see the support from the fans, especially during the Crosstown Shootout. So it's just gonna be way more intense. Like Crosstown Shootout, like Cincinnati is like the city's on fire, you know. So that's my explanation of it, I guess.
How often when you're walking around town during the course of the year do people mention this game to you? A lot or not at all?
Kind of, sort of, a lot. But I mean, a lot of people just say, just beat Xavier this year, just beat Xavier. But I mean, we say the same stuff. Yeah, we got you. Yeah, we will. But that's mainly, you know, they don't really bring up like nothing crazy. They just say, make sure you beat Xavier this year. So.
Being in this your fifth one, being here for a while, how have your feelings about Xavier changed over the course of your time here?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. My feelings been the same because like I'm not from Cincy. I'm from Georgia, so the rivalry. Yes, I'm grateful to be a part of the rivalry, but it really don't matter. Like I just want to play basketball. I just want to win. It's more for like kids, you know, people from up this area. So I mean, my feelings never changed against them. I just want to win, and keep going and win in March.
You talked about coach's approach kind of always being the same. What about as a player? Do you do anything different on a game day like this, knowing the intensity is going to be higher? No?
Nah, I prepare the same way that we do for every other game. Just keep it simple. Prepare the same way.